Have you guys ever run into somebody that you knew from like high school or something? Do you guys ever have that moment where like you're kind of stuck in this weird place mentally where you you want to catch up with somebody but you don't really care about them, and I think it's partially because you you want to tell people about how far you've come but you don't give a fuck about them. Well, something like that recently happened to me. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Cobra. I'm wearing a Cobra shirt, so yeah, deal with it. I just been struggling with this thing in my head because I recently had an experience where I ran into somebody that I knew from school, and I didn't really know them. Like, I knew them, but I wasn't really friends with them. And they're at my work, they're in my building, so you kind of have to be polite, which is fine. I don't mind. I honestly don't mind seeing people I knew from back in the day, as long as, like, I can remember that they were decent. But if I can recall them as being just, wackos or whatever, I wouldn't want to. But in any case, this guy was all right. But it's weird, you know. You talk with some people, and without them saying it, you can kind of piece together the things that they've gone through. Like, this one guy was telling me about how he went to a wedding, and I guess he had some kind of relationship with the bride, and maybe he was busting her cheeks. I don't know, but he was talking about how he went to her wedding, and what would it be like if you went to a wedding and you saw some bride that you used to bust her cheeks or something. And I'm sitting there, and I told him, I said, if anybody said something to me like that at a wedding, I'd get the hell away from him. And I would. That's probably one of, like, the scummiest things I can think of to do at somebody's wedding, especially if it's your ex. I've got exes, and that's okay. Like, they move on. They find better people than me. I'm not. Sometimes there are things about me that are great and things about me that aren't. And your spouse kind of places their value on those things, on the things that they care about, and that's how you find someone, right? So those exes just didn't put enough value on me for whatever reason. That's not the point of this video. But it was just talking with this guy just kind of reminds me of, like, how far I've come in life, and the way I described it to him was just like, I was slated to lose. I don't think I was meant to work in this building and have this great job, doing what I do. And I'm very proud of my job and my career because, I worked hard to get here. And it wasn't easy. I've dealt with a lot of just complete garbage people in my life. In some ways I still am, but I'm thankful, and I don't take my job for granted. And so talking with him, instilling that idea, I just don't know if it really got through to him. It seems like there was some things that happened to him that he doesn't want to admit, but I can kind of read between the lines. And you just keep going, man. You just keep going through life, and I knew this guy from way back, so I gave him my number, and I just said, hey man, you ever want to catch up? Just grab coffee, shoot the shit, talk about, I don't know, bitches we fucked, money we made, whatever. I can do that. And but he didn't seem like he really wanted to. I don't know, I guess he's still too cool for school or whatever he's thinking. I don't know. All I know is I try to put myself out there when I can for the right people, and that's what I hope you guys are doing too, because you guys have classmates or people you knew from back in the day, and you'll run into them and you'll see them, and just don't be don't let the traumas of the past control who you are today. Because everybody kind of went through something at some point. Some maybe more than others, I don't know. But don't let the traumas of the past define who you are today. You should embrace them, understand them, don't forget them, but don't let them define you, because that's how you get a chip on your shoulder, and then you just become an asshole and nobody wants to talk to you. So, yeah. I just wanted to share that story with you guys. And another thing, I checked back into Wes Watson's channel. You guys know I'm a huge fan of his, right? Fuck no. The guy is just, he's really lost it, hasn't he? Like, I remember a few years ago, back in like 2019, I mean, he blew up because everybody was talking about, hey, here's this guy telling you to like, you know, be strong and disciplined and all that stuff. This faggot puts out a video every fucking day talking about the same shit over and over. It doesn't change. And I actually saw a comment from one of you guys, one of my subscribers, and he said that he actually signed up for one of Wes Watson's, you know, private classes or whatever, you know, whatever grift he's running. And from what he described, he said it's basically you get on a conference call with like 1,000 other people, and he just yells at you for like 20 minutes or something. I don't know, why the fuck would anyone pay this man? I mean, he's made a lot of money, you know, being a social media celebrity, but to me, he just seems like I hate to say it, he's a scam artist. He's a liar. He's telling all these guys, oh, sign up for my program. Y'all make you into a man. No, you won't. You just dial into a conference call number, put in your access code, and you sit there with like 1,000 other people, and maybe he like picks like somebody at random and just tells them, David H. from Oklahoma, you're unmuted. What the fuck are you doing today, you piece of shit? Why would you pay someone for that? I don't know. I think I think what it is it's the same story for a lot of these e-celeb private whatever programs that you pay when you get behind the paywall, is that you feel like you're a little bit more like Wes Watson. And all of them do it. Steve Frannsen, that's another guy that I've paid attention to lately, and he's got some good takes on things about, you know, conservatism and being you know, traditional and all this stuff. But he tries to pass himself off as some kind of like farmer. Like, he talks about how I've got a farm, and you know, chicken prices are really high right now, and you know, grain and feed. It's like, dude, you're an e-celeb. You're not a farmer. You're not a rancher. And if you are, you'd probably be more focused on that. But this grift he's running, where he tries to sell himself as some kind of like, I don't know, country boy or something like that, it's so lame. And of course he has, you know, a private, you know, chat, you know, pay $6 a month and you can join my mug club, whatever bullshit thing that he runs. But the reason why I say he's a bullshit artist is because I remember he was in his Telegram channel, he was talking about how he's going to go on some you know, Roman salute throwing podcast or something. I don't want to say it, but you already know. And how he was going to go there and talk to these people or something. It wasn't supposed to be a hostile debate or anything, but I just remember afterward he was just dumping on the people that gave him an audience, talking about how he's so much smarter than them and how they're so stupid and he's got so much better ideas. And I'm like, dude, those fuckers gave you a place for you to talk about things, and you're just gonna dump on them? To me, it's stupid. So I guess what I'm really trying to say is, don't give money to any of these e-celebs. Don't. Making donations and like doing the super chat thing is cool because you can kind of say something to them, right? But these paywall things that a lot of these people have, they're for suckers. They're for suckers who think that if they pay $5 a month, that makes them a little bit more like the guy that they're giving money to. No, you're not. You're the same pudgy piece of shit that you were before you donated $5. But if you want to do the super chat thing or whatever, I guess that's better, because then you can say something directly to them. You can tell them they're a piece of shit. Get them to say, hey, $5 from Steve in Ohio calling me a piece of shit. Well, you're banned. Thanks for the $5. Ha ha ha. Yeah, there's a lot of those idiots out there, guys. Be smart. Don't get taken in by these con artists and scam artists, guys. Keep your money, keep your money close. Anybody asks you for money, just really think about it, and stay positive. I know I'm wrapping this up, but I just wanted to end it on a high note and go back to what I was originally saying, which is stay positive. Life isn't as bad as you might think. There's a lot of stupid shit that's going on out there, but it's one of those things where you're just along for the ride. So you got to do your best with what you got. All these corrupt motherfuckers out there, I just hope that the right people get to them and they're punished. If they did something wrong, they should be punished. That's all. Cobra out.